Alright, it's back on. Or it should be at least. Let me know when you see it.
I'll give it about 30 seconds. Oh, or less. Jesus Christ. Wow, that's awesome. Mine was slow as hell. Okay. So I see yours.
Okay, cool. So this kind of stuff right here, this is shadow unit frames. So if you look at it and you type \SUF, it pulls up your shadow unit frame configuration. What I like to do straight off the bat is I go to enabled units, which is there, and then you'll just click literally, I mean if you have a pet, you want to use a pet, so for like Luminix, you might want to see your pet, so you would have to click the player and pet, but for the most part I keep that off. And then I look at general right here, and I do target of target, and if you see how I have that set up, for example I have the myself targeted right here. This is the target. This one over here is just my regular nameplate target, then target of target, so I know who it's targeting. If it's targeting Diahandra, blah blah blah, I can see that straight off the bat. I would check anything else, especially if you're using something like Grid, which is what I use right now. Grid is kind of bugged because of the update yesterday, but traditionally they'll have like names, mana bars, health bars, power bars, debuffs, blah 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 blah. So normally I uncheck party and all this stuff. If any of it is checked, get rid of the raid pet, get rid of all this. Only thing that you should have checked is boss, and that's it. Boss will appear right here. For me, you can kind of move it around as you see fit. So other than that, I mean, if you really want to, though, you go to player afterwards for unit configuration, and then you're on an LE Shaman, so you already should have your mana bars, but I mean, here you can kind of figure it out. And if you have totems, show totem bar should be in checked. You can have your heals absorbed. Something that I think I had checked off is I unchecked the enable cast bar because I have Quartz. Quartz will look something like this if you don't have it. Whoops. This is Quartz right here. Just a little cleaner than the original Blizzard UI. And I also have it set up to the point where it's like this. I see it on the enemy who's casting it or whoever else is casting. So for example, if this was you casting it, I'd be able to see it. You won't see it here though. So that's kind of nice. I don't know if you use Omni as well. OmniCC?
No.
OmniCC is really good because if you look at Vampiric Blood real quick, if I hit it, you actually have a minute timer on it now. This is, let's see, what's another one that'll show there. I mean, you'll see that as well. 5 seconds on it. Yada yada yada. It shows you all the cooldowns. This is why I like Tell Me When, by the way, if you didn't notice. I have it set right there so I know what button I hit, what's cooldown I hit, and I'm good to go. Like I have that as well. So
I just didn't know you could click on the actual picture. I thought it just popped up whenever.
What do you mean, click on the actual picture?
You know how you have the your Tell Me When bar set up like that?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back, buddy.
Like this?
Yeah, I didn't know you could actually click on the little picture you set inside of it.
What do you mean click on it? I can't click on it.
Oh, you can't click on it?
No.
Oh,
I can't.
That's what I'm talking.
I can't click that.
What am I talking about? What is your action bar?
What is my action bar?
Action bars are the, what are you using, Domino?
This is action bars right here. So like, these are all action bars. This will be like your 1 through 9 and then 0 plus minus. But you can kind of configure it. The way that you do that is you type in \BT Bartender. This is going to appear right here. These are all your action bars right here. So you have bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, bar 4, bar 5, bar 6, blah 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 all the way up. Bag bar, extra action bar, micro menu, pet bar, vehicle bar, rep bar. All those things, man. So what I do though is I go pick, so I want this bar to show up for me, and then I want this bar as well. So a lot of people don't like this one over here. That's just purely your preference. This is kind of like my mount section. I need to move my ratio back over here. Just stupid stuff. So like I have, I think 4 bars enabled. Everything else is not enabled. I got back bar, extra action bar. Those are kind of standard things. And then you just kind of move it around. Like if you go to this right here, if it's not checked, you just hit that. And you'll get the configuration mode, which you can kind of just minimize, maximize, how big you want it. It's pretty easy. This one's the easiest one to set up. So I have my vehicle bar, extra action bar, pet bar if I have one, micro menu, bag bar, 3, 4, T1, 5. Just it's up to you.
Wow. Okay.
Like all in all, I think the first time I put my own UI together, it probably took me like 4 or 5 days to get it set up. Yeah, it's a process, but you got to think about it. Seriously, why is this back up here? I don't really care for check that much, but yeah. I mean, you can do this as well with Skada, where you have damage heals. So it's kind of up to you on that one.
Okay. Wow. There's a lot of different stuff I could just throw in there, huh?
Mm-hmm. And then the, what did I tell you? Shadow unit frames, bartender, and I feel like there was the third one that I told you to get.
Shadow unit frames, bartender, and move everything.
Ah, yes. Move anything. You should have a button on your bar if you did it. Where the hell is it on mine? I guess you don't. Oh, that's right. It's right here. And then anything that you want to get rid of. So I don't know exactly what you have on your UI right now. But if this was your UI, what you would do is you would literally, let's say you don't want to have unit target or unit player. So that is the Blizzard UI frame right there. And then you just uncheck it and recheck it and you can kind of move it around.
Okay, so how'd you get to move anything again?
Escape. Move anything that's right here. That actually might be a part of Blizzard now. So.
Oh. And then I would go to the Blizzard action bars and just.
You go to the Blizzard action bars. Are you talking about? What are you trying to get rid of? Like you talking about like the traditional WoW bar that has the art around it?
About it and all that.
You want to get rid of the art thing?
Yeah.
Okay, go to system. Actually, no, I'm sorry, interface. It should be action bars. Hold on. I can't remember how to get rid of it.
What are you trying to get rid of?
The Blizzard art. Actually, is that? Ah, here it is. Okay, so hit type \BT.
Okay.
Blizzard art bar is what you need to uncheck.
Oh, that is so much better. Now I can move all that crap wherever I need it.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I didn't know that's what you meant.
Yes. That is so much more better.
So, I mean,
Smaller.
technically you don't need this up. Technically you don't need your bags up because you automatically hit B and you can go to your bags. This is preference. My UI is kind of dirty, if you ask me. I don't really care for it. This took me like an hour to set up. So.
Oh wow.
But yeah. I used to have like runes that would show right here, or so I mean, literally, though, dude, get used to telling me when you could literally set up anything. So like, for example, if you were to go to icon type and just go to buff debuff, and let's see here. If we look at Skada Raids, Warlords, Drainer, Hellfire Citadel, Archimond, abilities.
Really? So it would tell me all of that stuff too?
Yep, you can do all of this. So like, let's say, what's something that goes on to the, is it Doomfire?
Yeah.
That goes on, so you go to here, and it is a buff debuff. So the buff debuff and you want to say what to track, so you just type Doomfire, like this, okay? And you hit either, just because it tracks, or variables only stealable, height of no units, any present, any absent, normal durations, normal stats, everything is good. Then you can have timers for timer text, and that's pretty much that. And you would have to set it up. It would be right here, and it'll show you the icon later on. It's just going to be a green icon, but I mean, you'll be able to, as soon as you step on it, you'll be able to see it. I mean, here, any L absent, we can just do that. And that'll be Doomfire, and that icon is not going. Why not? So I mean, you could have it set where it's actually that's your Doomfire icon, so if you get it, it'll show. I just have it checked to show all absent. And what a lot of people do is they'll make like a separate subgroup, which you go there, and this will be all like your boss debuff checks. So you can literally add like another thing to it, like a group controller. And you could literally have this to show all of them. So
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna disable it because I don't care if I step in Doomfire or not. Because I'm a tank, bitch. Step in stuff, I get healed up automatically, so it doesn't matter. So, aside from that, I mean, granted, there's not a lot of spells anymore for most tunes, as far as I was informed. But I mean, I used to have like, I used to have all these full, all this full. My bar 5 would be full. This would be full. This would be full, and then my favorite thing, which I don't know if you can see right here, if you like my thing, but you'll see like Shift 1, Shift 2, Shift R, Shift Funky Sign, Shift Q. And these are just labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How you do that though is you just go to Bind Pad. This is called Bind Pad right here. If you want to download this, and then you would actually have it set up where you just keybind anything that you want. There used to be like, before they did all these changes, Anthony, how many macros and binds did I have? He's not here. You remember how many binds that I had on my DK? No? Alright, what a little bitch. Anyways, I had upwards of 50 to 60 keybinds on my DK.
Good God.
So literally there was a keybind for anything, and you set it on your keyboard. So literally all of this would be full, and it's pretty fun. But I mean, now it's pretty simple. So I deleted everything else that wasn't necessary, and I just kept what I needed. So I would highly recommend doing that, because you got to think about it. The amount of time it takes you to click this and put that down like that, you could be walking into something, because you got to pay attention to where you're clicking, opposed to if you just look at it, you're like kapow. I don't have to click anything, and I can free move click. See, nothing's affecting it. I don't know. Easy. Also, I have these keybound as well, so my fingers, if you're interested, my fingers only reach from 1 through 5. Everything else is accessible via the same buttons, Q, W, E, A, S, D, and spacebar. A combination of those buttons. So like if I wanted to hit this right here, I don't have to hit 6. I can just hit Shift spacebar and it'll give me that spell. If I wanted this one, this is Shift G for me. If I want this one, it's Shift F. This is T, this is G, this is F. I don't know if you do that or not, but I would highly recommend doing that. It makes it easier to access everything while on the move.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah, I just,
are you a clicker?
no, I have the Naga 1 through 6, and I keybind 1 through 5 on the keyboard of the numpad, and then I hit Shift 1 through 6 on my mouse.
That does work. I mean, that's your preference. I personally prefer the controller to the keyboard, so that way I don't fat finger something that's not supposed to be fat fingered.
Yeah.
So, but sorry, D's talking to me, as you can see. But I mean, interestingly enough, it's the simple things. The faster you're able to move to a button, in my opinion, the better you'll become, and it'll make things like getting this as current content 7 through 13 easy as hell. It's just simple things, because you got to think about it. I mean, right now, most people, if you were to tell them to DPS on something that don't play this game like a serious hardcore raider, if you were to tell them to DPS something, they're going to stare at their bars. This is where they stare, which is, if you think about it, Blizzard bars all the way down here. So if you're staring down here looking at your bars, you're not going to pay attention up here, because they're looking at their cooldowns, how long it takes to put like this back up. With this method, if it's up higher, that's why I have it so close. If it's up higher, I can see what's going on around me, and if I absolutely need to know the cooldown something on something. Also, you can have tell me when set it up. If you need to know a major cooldown, you can go like this and just hit spell cooldown, and then you can have it set to the point where you can do whatever you need, and just have it just pop up right around you.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's why I like that.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to make things smaller.
Make things what?
Smaller.
For your bars?
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go.
Actually make them smaller and move them up. And
So-
actually set 'em.
Like I said, if you're looking at this, hit unlock first, okay? Check this, make sure it's unchecked,
Oh shit, there we go. What the hell?
okay? Then if you look at it, so bar 1 for me is right here. This is bar 1. Now currently the bar layout, bar style, and layout scale. So you have your alpha, your scale, your padding, your buttons. So I want 12 buttons on my bar 1. So this will give me, guess what? 12 buttons like your standard bar. If I switch it down, drop it, you'll notice it starts shrinking. Shrinking out 1 bar, up 12 bars. 1 bar, 12 bars. Alright? Next thing, your scale. This is your scale. It's the size of the bar. Right now I'm at 0.85. If I go all the way up to 1, look what it does. Makes it huge. Go down to 0.85. What does it do? Put it back to the way I like it. Small. So you could do that individually for each bar. So I don't need bar 5 anymore, so guess what I can do? I can disable it. Okay?
Okay.
But if you're wanting to do like bar 2. Now if you wanted to go vertical like bar 3, bar 4, come over here, guess what? Vertical growth, up, down, horizontal growth, right.
Huh.
That way it'll go up. So, but, I mean, actually, now that I think about it, I don't need to have that so high. Yay. I like that better.
Dude, what is that? Bar 3? Okay, this is gonna take me a minute.
Yeah, like I said, everything's gonna take you some time just to figure out exactly what you want. So like Luminix, for example, she's a hunter, right?
Yeah.
So she's gonna have to configure stuff to show her pet, whatever else she has. Tell me when it, to be honest, is more beneficial for DPS, because it will tell them everything and then alert them, because guess what you can do at the same time with tell me when that I forgot to tell you. So if you really wanted to, what you could do is you pull up something like AMS, okay? Actually, I don't want to do that one. I want to do this one. So this is my bone shield, which is the new thing that we get from Mirrorend. What you're going to do is you go to, what is it, notifications right here, sound. You want to add a notification. So we could do it on finish, actually. That's not that bad. Then you go over here, and how do you get to play? And you could also upload your own, I think it might be MIDI files.
You will die.
Okay.
Don't have mana, so that'll actually work. Alright. So I mean, it's just simple things. But you can kind of figure it out. I would recommend getting grid, recommend getting Skada, recommend having it clean and as much visibility as possible, get rid of all that crap. If you also look down over here, you can see what your add-on usage is and your frame rates. So total and add-on memory is 56 megs. Make sure you keep it relatively low. The more you stack your add-ons, the lower your FPS will be, which means you lag a little bit. So just keep that in mind. I don't know what you have, but it should be pretty easy after that. I mean, if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I gotta soak in all of that real quick.
Well, I'll be here. I mean, I'm gonna go step out, smoke a cigarette. I'm gonna leave that running though, so you can kind of look at it. You can kind of configure whatever you want to copy it, and then I'm gonna play some League.
All right. Sweet.
So I'll be right back.
Cannot command.
Oh yeah, this is so much nicer.
Oh, you got it.
Well, I set it up. It took me fucking ever, but Sophiq helped me out. Or yeah, tiny burrito. Perfect. Tiny burrito. Yeah. Yeah, Sophiq did. He helped me out a lot.
The video.
Not really. Yes. And I know what I'm replacing as soon as freaking possible. Replacing Recount with Skada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
That's what just got us shit.
Recount just drags my ass on the freaking laptop right now. Okay, wait, I gotta move a couple of things here. We're doing why am I not able to move anything? Am I in combat?
Oh, Greg, I was like, hey. Greg, your character again? No, I was just messing around with you. Really?
Right?
That cat on the hunter. Like,
It was played. You're gonna say, wait, hold up. Hunters can wear plate now?
the actual.
Oh. That sucks. How do we get rid of this objectives thing that keeps popping up and down, like the track quest stuff? What the hell?
It's coming in for Friday.
No, that's not now.
It's coming over when I get off work.
Oops. Crap.
Did you get everything, Kai? Because that is X'd out.
Fuck that. Yeah, no, I'm good. You know the little objectives thing that pops down on your quests and all that? It's on the right hand side, or it used to be anyway.
Yeah.
How do I get rid of that objective tracker thing? Because that thing's annoying during the raid.
You should have a minimize button for it. It gets rid of it.
Oh,
There's like a little arrow button that you can click. Did you not know that? How long have you been playing WoW for?
whoa! Since PC,
What the fuck, man?
right?
Yeah.
I don't click shit. If it's there, it's there. It just pisses me off.
I'll give you that one then. So,